A very good morning to all of you and welcome to the session, the Hindu editorial analysis for proficiency in English. As usual, let us start with the snippets. The very first one, I read out one news item yesterday regarding this, the front page headline, today's snippet, and today's editorial also deals with the same thing. Vadadara bridge collapse. Collapse we got yesterday. Death toll increases to 18, two still missing. When you see these words, we got the word toll yesterday, it has two or three meanings. One goes with the tax and toll gate. Here, toll means what? The number. Death toll means the number of persons who died. And the next word here, uh, still. Still is important. Still is important from grammar point of view. Why is it important? You have to recollect two words. One is still, the other one is yet. The word still goes with affirmative form and interrogative form. The word yet goes with a negative and negative interrogative form. I'll give examples. We are still in the same office. Are you still there? First one affirmative, second one interrogative. The train hasn't come yet. Negative. We have to use yet. Haven't you completed the work yet? Here there's negative, there's a question. This sentence is negative interrogative. There's an important rule you have to know. Otherwise, nothing to learn. Coming to the next one, call for action. US curbs on Albanese set dangerous precedent. Here we have call for action, call for. This is one phrasal verb. The situation calls for something, means what? The situation demands something. That is an important phrasal verb. And coming to US curbs, curbs means restrictions. Curbs on Albanese set, because here plural set, not sets. Set what? Dangerous precedent. There's an important word here. Curbs means a restrict, yes, Bhuvaneshwari. Coming to precedent, pre means before, precedent, something that acts as a sort of reference, already happened. Then we say there is a precedent, means happened before. And when you look at the word, the prefix pre, there are two words you have to recollect, and many Indians think, educated Indians think the word prepone is not correct. We have postpone. What is opposite? Prepone. The word prepone has been created by Indians. Till 1972, it was not part of standard English language, but 1972, it was accepted. Today, the word prepone is absolutely right. If someone says wrong, don't accept. Prepone is correct and postpone is correct. And they go with standard British English. Coming to the next snippet, here we have Pakistan deportation. High Court seeks long-term visa status of women. All simple words, but there's one word you have to focus on, goes with you people. What is that word? Seek. Seek means what? Look for, search for. And you're all looking for a job. What is the word for you people? Job seeker. Have you heard of this any time? Job seeker means a person who's searching, looking for a job. Seek shelter. Another expression you have to know. Means look for shelter. When you see the word shelter, you have to think of the word asylum. Asylum, political shelter, political asylum. Asylum also means a place for mentally disturbed people or lunatics. From one word, you should recollect, based on one word, you have to recollect a lot of words. That is smart learning, casual reading, casual learning, not going to help when it comes to competitive exams. Parley. Parley means an important word, discussion. And what is this? Are prevention mechanisms effective? There's a question. Are preventive mechanisms effective? There's one, prevent means to stop, and effective. Then you have to recollect two words. Affect, effect. Affect is a verb, it's a regular verb. Effect can be a verb, can be a noun. But generally we use it as a noun. Rarely we use it as a verb. As a verb, it goes with written English and effective English and formal English. Recurrence of custodial torture proves otherwise. That means mechanisms are not working. They are not effective. And I have done one editorial recently. What it is about custodial torture, custodial death, custody, in someone's custody means what? Imagine a person has been arrested, He has been taken to the police station. Then we use the word detain. Detain is a verb form, detention is a noun form. And once the person is there, imagine under the police custody, the person is subjected to torture, then the person dies eventually. We call it custodian death. I have done one editorial, if you remember. Yes, very good, Ajay Kumar. Ordeal, torture, wonderful, I appreciate. Recurrence means what? Repeated. These incidents do happen repeatedly. Based on that recurrence of custodial torture proves otherwise. That means, what do you understand? Prevention mechanisms are not stopping custodial torture, not stopping custodial deaths. Coming to the last one, the last snippet, you can see cricket players, master class. Root digs deep on the opening day at Lords. I think third test series between India and England, and this is about the third test. And dig deep, it means he has done well, he has played well on the first opening day, on the opening day at the Lords. Lords is the venue. Coming to the main headline, when you read the newspapers every day, any particular newspaper, there's one advantage, many advantages. One, you can be in touch with the latest happenings. You can keep yourself abreast of the latest developments. That means you can be in touch with current affairs. You can improve your English. You can improve all the dimensions related to effective English. You can gain knowledge. You can become an intellectual. And many a time the same context get repeated. We have been getting news regarding Bihar elections and the changes being brought about by the Election Commission. I've done one editorial as well. Based on that and about the background information, Election Commission regarding Bihar elections to get registered to cast the vote, the Election Commission demanded 11 documents. But editorial, the one I did, no need of all those documents. Election Commission should accept universally available documents. In our country, what are the documents universally available? Aadhaar, ration card, and job cards. Based on the same, the Supreme Court says, consider Aadhaar, EPIC, ration card as proof. No need to submit 11 documents, practically impossible. And what happens, especially when it comes to marginalized people, underprivileged, and grassroots level people, practically impossible, uphill task to submit 11 documents. And instead of that, if you go to agrarian populations, means rural areas, they all have the job cards. Many of them, they have Aadhaar, they have ration cards. One proof is enough. The sentence, the headline talks about that. Coming to the snippet over here, central team reviews Nipah in 2 Kerala districts. Simple one, nothing to learn as such. Let us go to the next one. Security boosted on Kanwar Yatra routes across UP. Boost, improve, encourage. Boost we have got many a time, especially in Bihar, yes, rare talent. And simple words, on Kanwar Yatra routes across UP, there is a particular yatra, religion based and related to that, this particular news item. I think we have got, not in the recent past, one more is there, Bengal migrants. Bengal migrants allege abuse by Odisha police. There are a few words you have to focus on. First one, as a smart learner. First one is migrants. Second one, allege. Third one, abuse. Whenever, as a smart learner, excuse me, I have a bad throat. Whenever you see the word migration, migrant, you have to recollect all the related words. Migration, mass migration, exodus, emigration, immigration, refugees, and political turmoil, political asylum, all the words, persecution, prejudice, bias, you have to recollect. And the next word you have to focus on, allege. Say someone has done something wrong without any proof. For that we also use the word accusation. Accuse, allege, verbs. Accusation, allegation, nouns. The next word is very important because today, if you take bank exams, we have one exam topic, word usage. And in English, we have a few problems when it comes to vocab. The first one, English has about 8 lakh words. And you should learn about 10,000 effective words from the exam point of view. If you ask me, sir, which 10,000 from 8 lakh the words you get in the Hindu paper. More than enough, you don't have to go beyond. And one problem, 8 lakh words. And a typical man or woman, English man or woman, knows only 20,000 words. Not possible to learn all the words. Second problem, every word has 2 or 3 meanings. We use terms like primary meaning, secondary meaning, tertiary meaning. And you'll be surprised and shocked to know a simple word like run is a word with maximum number of meanings. It has about 400 meanings. And here abuse has 3 meanings. Any word that has multiple meanings important from the exam point of view, and it goes with the exam topic word usage. What is the first meaning in this context? First meaning, misuse. Abuse of power means what? Misuse of power. First meaning. And second meaning, abuse means to shout at someone using bad words, to shout at someone using foul language. Then we say they abused me. Third meaning, ill treatment of someone. Imagine there's a stepmother. It doesn't mean all the stepmothers are bad, some may be good. One particular stepmother does not treat the stepson or stepdaughter properly. Ill treatment. Then we say abused child. Abused child. All the meanings you have to know, and that awareness is important from the exam point of view. Coming to this pic, we have a beautiful pic, and now it is monsoon time. And usually, if you take seasons, we have only 4 seasons: summer, winter, spring, fall. But Britishers call autumn, Americans call fall. Same season, the leaves fall. And there's one important rule that goes with seasons. Summer and winter are considered masculine gender. Spring and autumn considered feminine gender. Many exams have given this sentence, not easy to spot the error. The spring season has its own beauty. It looks like perfect. No. Spring season is considered feminine. Then we cannot say its own beauty. We have to say her own beauty. The spring season has her own beauty. Now 4 seasons, but we have created the 5th season. Tell me which one is that? Rainy season. There's no season like rainy season. Only 4 seasons. Summer, winter, spring, fall or autumn. And based on monsoon, we have the so-called rainy season. This talks about monsoon sowing. During this time of the year, if you go to villages, you see beautiful landscapes full of greenery. And you see something like this, a lot of greenery, people sowing seeds. Monsoon sowing. Sow means what? When you take a seed and put it in the ground, you sow a seed. It has other connotations as well. Farmers plant here seedlings, not seedlings, they're planting. Field work. Farmers plant paddy seedlings on the outskirts of impal. There's one important expression here. Today I'm going to touch. On the outskirts, rainy season, Vishnu, yes. Usually people make a mistake. They say in the outskirts. No, on the outskirts. That you should know. In this context, I would like to tell you guys common errors. A lot of people say in the campus, university campus, that is wrong. We should say on the campus. In the campus is wrong, on the campus. The same way if you ask someone apartment, which floor, then the person may say, I'm in the 3rd floor. In the 3rd floor is again wrong. One has to say, I am on the 3rd floor. That is also important. Otherwise, nothing to learn. And here we have, meanwhile, heavy rain. Oh, there's something important. I hope you guys can make out. Meanwhile, heavy rain has wreaked havoc. Very important idiomatic expression. Wreak havoc means cause huge damage. Wreak havoc. Do remember they have given many a time, banks and SSC. Meanwhile, heavy rain has wreaked havoc in Churachandpur district, around 60 kilometers away, triggering flood-like conditions in several areas. I always tell you guys, you have to be a smart learner. When you see this heavy rain, you have to recollect idioms. What are the idioms? Imagine it is raining. Words like lash. Imagine it is raining heavily. What are the 2 idioms you have to recollect? You have to recollect rain, cats and dogs. It is raining cats and dogs means it is raining heavily. Next one, it is raining in torrents, torrential rains. It is raining in torrents. There is also an important idiom. And the word lash, drench, soak, wet, all the words, damp, you have to recollect. Coming to flood, you have to recollect words like inundation, deluge, floods, submerge, all these words you should recollect. Coming to the next headline, Indian team for US again to seek clarity on tariffs and negotiate trade deal further. A few important words are here. The first one, team. The next one, seek, already have given, and negotiate further. The very hailstorm also you should recollect. Who is this? Ravindra. Very good. I appreciate. Hailstorm, thunderstorm, and sway. Whenever there's a storm, strong wind, the branches of trees they move this way, that way. For that we use the word sway. Team. Why should you, as a smart learner, why should you focus on the word team? Casual reading, you may not do anything, but as a smart learner, the moment you see the word team, you tell yourself, oh, there's a collective noun. Let me recollect other collective nouns which are important from the exam point of view. Team, committee, jury, staff, family, group. And you have to recollect the two rules. Usually, collective nouns take a singular verb, a singular pronoun. But if the sentence talks about division, the same collective noun takes a plural verb, a plural pronoun. Then to seek means to look for, to search for. Clarity on tariffs, negotiate. Negotiate means to talk. And this is an important word. What is the reason? When it comes to degrees of comparison, we have another word, FAR, THER. FAR, THER talks about distance. FUR, THER talks about in addition to. In this context, it is not about distance, it is about going beyond a point. Going beyond, what is this? Sherpa, what do you mean by that? Going beyond a point. Beyond a point, we can also use further. And one example, someone is a graduate, went to a particular country for higher studies, then we say further studies. That is also an important combination you have to know. That's all from today's front page of the Hindu paper. Let us go to today's editorial. Every day I don't want to tell, when you spend time, you read the editorial, you watch the editorial analysis session, you attend. There's so much of enrichment. You can consolidate your grammar knowledge, you can improve your vocabulary, you can improve your reading comprehension skill. And this session, you get a chance to work on exam topics, mini mocks. These are the benefits. Now let us go to the very first word. Cave in. Usually if you take a road, the surface is flat. But sometimes what happens, it goes down, goes inward, down, concave shape. Then we use the expression cave in. But cave, what is, in one exam, a few times, they asked the one word substitution. What is a word for study of caves? Does anyone know? Study of caves, one word substitution. What is a word? Speleology. Speleology means study of caves. That's an important word you should know. Part of speech, phrasal verb, to fall or collapse inward suddenly. Part of speech, phrasal verb, meaning this one. Word forms, caved in, past, caving in, present participle. Word combinations, cave in the roof, cave in the tunnel, floor caved in, road caved in. It also goes with roads. When it comes to roads, you should think of bump and also the speed breakers, and sometimes up and down, bumpy road, you have to recollect. Perhaps Ravindra is trying to tell that. Synonyms, collapse, give way, fall in. Antonyms, support, remain, endure. Simple words. The second one, catastrophe. Catastrophe is an important word. It could be natural, it could be man-made. Catastrophe, part of speech, adjective, meaning extremely disastrous or damaging. Imagine something causes, you should recollect potholes, puddles, all these. Imagine some incident or some natural force causes damage on a large scale. We use the word devastating. And we also use words catastrophe, disaster, mishap, calamity, all the words you should recollect. Word forms catastrophe noun, catastrophically adverb, catastrophic adjective. And here, it better to make a note catastrophic adjective, catastrophe noun. Word combinations catastrophic failure, catastrophic event, catastrophic collapse. Synonyms disastrous, ruinous, devastating. Antonyms manageable, minor, insignificant. But there's one word here and you have to be alert. First, you have to know the word ruin is a verb. What does it mean? To spoil. But you can use this word as a noun. Then it should be in the plural form. Ruins means what? Remains of a monument. If you take a monument, you see the remains, only parts of the monument, we use the word ruins. As a verb, it means spoil. This you should know. And also when you go to a monument, you see some people, they try to damage. That is known as vandalism. The person is called vandal. And some people write something there, that is known as graffiti. Have you heard of these words? Ruins, vandalism, graffiti, all these. And one rule you have to recollect. Here I have used remains of a monument. Monument is a common noun. But the name of a monument, proper noun. Before the name of a monument, we should use a definite article, the. Based on that, the Red Fort or the Taj Mahal, the Qutub Minar, the Char Minar. That's an important rule you have to know. What is a rule? Before the name of a monument, we should use a definite article, the. Let us go to the next one. Complacent, very important. Part of speech adjective, self-satisfied and unaware of potential dangers or problems. Not the second part, complacency, complacent, self-satisfied. I will explain, then you understand. It has a negative connotation. Imagine someone has got success, not a major success, but success beyond any doubt, but small one. And because of that small success, he or she is extremely happy and doesn't think of going to a higher level. Then it is called complacency. We always tell complacency is very dangerous. Never become complacent with your accomplishments. You might have achieved something, but you should not become complacent. Why? Once you become complacent, you don't feel like going to the higher level and you cannot progress. Word forms complacency noun, complacently adverb. Word combinations dangerously complacent, complacent attitude. Complacent attitude is very dangerous, not at all advisable. Then you cannot go up in your life. Complacent response. Synonyms, smug, a new word, important, you have to spend some time to remember. Indifferent, unconcerned. Antonyms, vigilant, alert, concerned. And here there's one word, concerned. Answer my question. If I say, I would like to meet the concerned person, is that right or wrong? I would like to meet the concerned person. It is wrong. It's a common error. Concerned person means he or she has concern for you. That is wrong. What is the correct sentence? I would like to meet the person concerned. Person concerned means related to that particular work or related to that particular word. Endeavor, another important word, part of speech, noun or verb, meaning an attempt or effort to do something. Verb, to try hard to achieve something. You are trying very hard, you are working very hard. You're striving to make your dream come true. And that is your endeavor. Business venture, endeavor. Word forms, endeavored, it's a regular verb. Endeavoring, endeavor, noun also. Word combinations, earnest endeavor, means sincere. Scientific endeavor, make an attempt. Synonyms, attempt, strive, an important word. Effort, venture. Antonyms, neglect, quit, ignore. I always tell students, listen very carefully. When it comes to preparing for competitive exams, you have highs and lows, and sometimes high spirits, sometimes low spirits, vast syllabus, something you understand, something you don't understand, and first attempt no success, second attempt no success. Then people tend to give up. But I always tell students, while preparing for competitive exams, you should write somewhere and display that in your room. Winners never quit, and quitters never win. Have you heard of this any time? Popular saying. CC has endeavor students. Not the sentence pattern is not correct, but still I appreciate. And you should take a big cardboard sheet and you have to write big letters. Winners never quit, quitters never win. That will help. Whenever you are in low spirits, have a look at that, then you get charged, you get motivated. I guess that is the last word. No. Peri-urban. You all know, I am sure, semi. Semi means partially. But here, what is the prefix peri? Part of speech adjective, meaning relating to or located in the area immediately surrounding a city or urban area. Word forms, peri-urban, peri-urbanization. Word combinations, peri-urban areas, peri-urban regions, peri-urban expansion. Synonyms, suburban, an important word. Outskirts, people make a mistake, not in the outskirts, on the outskirts, fringe areas. Rural, inner city, urban core. But when you look at the word suburban, you have to learn something. If you take a city, initially it is not that crowded. Over a period of time, it becomes congested. Then towns in and around the city, they start developing. And these are known as suburbs. Suburbs. They are also known as satellite towns. Satellite towns. And people, because here there is no housing problem is there, they stay there, they live there, they commute every day. One word you have to know. Commute means what? Travel long distance for work every day, commute. And you should know all these. And common error, people tend to say in the outskirts, that is wrong, on the outskirts. And one more, people say on the campus, that is correct. If someone says in the campus, that is wrong. Same way, in the third floor, wrong, on the third floor. I've already told you guys. Let us go to the next one. Today, to be very frank, it's already 9:30. Let me tell you something. Today's editorial is about collapse of a particular bridge in the state of Gujarat, a place called Vadodara. And when you see this, you have to know what exactly it is about an accident. It is about a catastrophic event, a disaster. And based on that, editorial takes a stand. Main idea, a regular audit of all major infrastructure projects is a must. Must means what? It has two functions. One function, it means it is used to express a personal obligation. Here, writer's obligation. Another, it means something is compulsory. And whenever you see the headline and the stimulus, you should guess the broad framework. This editorial talks about that particular incident that happened in Gujarat, then gives a lot of examples. Immediately probe, investigation, then a lot of examples, various places across the country. After that, the reasons behind, then the solution. This is a broad framework. And because I have a bad throat, I don't want to read the whole thing. Whatever is important, I will tell you guys. Here we have, this talks about what exactly happened, when it happened, how many people died. One important expression, caved in. It's about that bridge. Then investigation. On Thursday, July 10, 2025, the number touched 18. Then the Chief Minister has ordered, present perfect, active voice, investigation into the cause. And locals have alleged the present perfect. Allegation means what? Accusation. What is accusation? Long-standing neglect by local authorities. Means authorities did not bother to look at the bridge, did not bother to look at the repairs, anything like that. And after that, so many examples, so many sentences providing examples about failure of public infrastructure. One word, pedestrian. Those who walk, they are known as pedestrians. And when it comes to traffic rules, usually traffic rules go with two-wheelers, four-wheelers, and there are traffic rules a person who walks has to follow. For example, zebra crossing. You're supposed to cross only there. Red light is on, you're not supposed to cross. In some countries, you're supposed to walk on the left side. Some countries, right side. Imagine there's a person who does not follow the traffic rules. What is the word? You have to know this. Jaywalker. Have you heard of this any time? Jaywalker. Jaywalker means a person who does not follow the traffic rules while walking. An important word. It talks about another example where how many people, Pune, how many people died? 4 dead. All the sentences about almost all. Next one. Concrete slab being hoisted. Being hoisted, passive voice. Hoist means to lift something. Flag hoisting, you all know that. A crane at the site of the construction of a bridge, a particular place in Cuttack. How many people died? Workers below. It fell on the workers below, killing 3. Next one. In 2024, which place? Hoarding collapse. Hoarding has 2 meanings. Hoard as a verb, it means to store something secretly. But hoarding as a noun means a big advertising board. British English, hoarding. American English, billboard. This talks about hoarding collapse in Mumbai resulted in 17 fatalities, means 17 people died. And 2023, more accidents. Girder failure at under construction railway bridge in Mizoram left 26 workers dead. One more example, rooftop billboard. Hoarding, billboard, both mean the same. Collapse killed 2 women in Lucknow. And a pillar collapse at a metro construction site in Bengaluru killed a mother and her toddler baby. In 2022, the Morbi suspension bridge over the Makshu river, again in Gujarat, failed, killing more than 140 people. In this, the number has touched 140. These are only some of the hundreds of incidents involving the catastrophic failure of public infrastructure. Here you have to know what exactly comes under infrastructure. Housing, roads, transportation, bridges, hospitals, education also has been included, power, water, all these come under infrastructure, public infrastructure, catastrophic failure, disaster. They are accompanied by, we have all these examples talk about loss of life because of failure of public infrastructure. Along with this particular problem, India experiences another problem. What is that? They are accompanied by road accidents and deadly fires in crowded areas, both of which regularly claim many lives. You all know that. Even if they are isolated, there's one word here, isolated. Isolated means what? Scattered. 2 meanings, aloof, away from other persons or other things. But another meaning, isolated incidents, scattered incidents, sporadic incidents. They are isolated, not regular. They are not entirely accidental. They are symptoms of India's aging infrastructure that is being tested, especially in peri-urban areas as industrial growth and urban populations expand. This sentence talks about they are not accidental, but they are the symptoms of aging infrastructure. Aging infrastructure means many years are over, and obviously the strength comes down for two reasons. Where, if you ask the question where, peri-urban regions on the outskirts, suburbs, and if you ask why, two reasons. One reason, industrial growth. The other one, urban populations are growing. One student asked me, sir, can we use the word population in the plural form? Nothing wrong. Usually it's a collective noun, we use singular, population. But the writer has used urban populations. Perhaps he's talking about different groups in urban areas. Could be white collar workers, blue collar workers, illiterates, labor. Based on that, urban populations, nothing wrong with that. Do remember. Facilities such as bridges, roads, and hospitals all come under infrastructure that were designed for some number of users are progressively giving way under the weight of more. Imagine a bridge has been constructed to take about 100 vehicles every day, but it takes 1,000 vehicles every day because of urbanization. Definitely the bridge will collapse. That's what the sentence talks about. That's what happened in the case of that particular bridge. So also are the departments responsible for their upkeep. Upkeep means what? Maintain. Maintenance also not easy. What are the reasons behind? Departments responsible for the upkeep, many of which remain underfunded, understaffed, or complicent. Many departments, the number singular verb, a number plural verb. Many departments don't have the funds, one problem. They don't have the manpower, another problem. And they have become complacent, perhaps. We constructed the bridge. After that, forget about that. No, you have to go in for regular audits and you have to check the bridge on and off, make sure everything is in place. This sentence talks about investigation, and investigation, while the authorities have ordered investigations into these incidents, few have yielded failure analysis reports into the public domain. Means the reports did not come into the limelight. Public did not know what exactly happened. But there's one important word, few. Immediately you have to recollect few, a few, the few. Few means hardly anything or almost nothing. And a few, at least some. The few, whatever is there or something specific. Given the evident ubiquity, we got this word the other day. Ubiquitous means what? Present everywhere, omnipresent, all pervasive. Given the evident ubiquity of the problem, India must modify asset creating initiatives such as Urban Infrastructure Development Fund to have additional priorities and adjust the incentives of rehabilitative schemes. Rehabilitation, whenever there is a disaster management team comes into picture, and the people who get affected and they talk about rehabilitation, means bring back the original condition, such as the Atal Mission for Rejuvenation and Urban Transformation. There's one important word, resurgence. Rejuvenation, revitalization, resurgence. Resurgence means what? To bring back to life. Transformation to help regularly maintain aging urban assets in all centers with greater frequency in those people by 10 lakh or more. A particular area has 10 lakh or more, they should go for frequent audits and also they have to maintain regularly. Second, while baseline means a standard, benchmark, hallmark, all these words you should recollect. While baseline audit frameworks for municipal bridges exist, they must be enforced. Passive voice, we must enforce something, active voice. Something must be enforced, passive voice. More uniformly and transparently. Finally, until then, accidents must trigger a probe. Whenever there is an accident, there should be a probe or investigation by a statutory body, legal body, plus a mandatory audit, compulsory audit of all major infrastructure, and states must endeavor take up this thing and publish the findings at the earliest. That's all about today's editorial. Let us go to questions based on Mini mocks. First 5 questions based on comprehension skill. Try to answer quickly. What is a central theme? Central theme, at least one student responds, then I will give the answer. It's all about public infrastructure and what is required, auditing and maintenance. Based on that, need for proactive audits and maintenance of aging infrastructure. Answer is C. Tone based, what is the tone of the editorial? Editorial is about an accident, collapse of a bridge. Then definitely the writer will criticize and will show concern. Negative context, you cannot use positive words like this, and this is neutral, does not go with the context. So what is the answer? Critical and concerned. C is the answer. Explicit info based question. According to the editorial, what is a major cause of repeated infrastructure failures? Recurring problem, failure of public infrastructure. What is the reason behind? Aging infrastructure stressed by growing urban populations and also urban development. Both are important. Both have been mentioned. One is urban populations growth, the other one urbanization, urban development. C is the answer. Very good. Implicit. What does the writer imply about investigations into such incidents? The writer has taken a negative stand about the reports. The reports are not transparent, they don't reach the public, hardly they reach the public domain. Based on that, they are usually delayed and rarely yield public failure analysis reports. They don't give the public failure analysis reports. Answer is again C. What is the writer's view on infrastructure audits? Specifically about audits, what is the stand taken by the writer? Audits must be regular, enforced uniformly, and transparent. Starting itself, the editorial main idea is what? Regarding audits, they should be regular, they should be uniform, and they should be transparent, open. In error location, read this one, not easy to spot. India managed to include strong language condemning terrorism and refer to cross-border financing. At least one student, if one student responds, I will give the answer. How to look at a sentence like this? India managed, nothing wrong. To include, nothing wrong. Include what? Strong language. Language is a noun, strong adjective. Condemning terrorism, don't consider, we have a conjunction. Then parallel expression, here we have a noun, here we have a verb. That is not correct. We have to use a noun. And what is the noun form here? Not singular. References. References to cross-border financing of terrorism. Refer is not correct. Refer is a verb. We have to use a noun form. What is a noun form? References. Not easy under pressure. Fillers, the Rio Declaration attempted to project among BRICS members despite differing national interests. Despite differing national interests, negative, in spite of. That means the first blank needs a positive word because it's a contrasting context. You cannot use fragmentation negative word, rivalry negative word, suppression negative word. Though internal differences were there, they expressed solidarity, cohesion. Answer is C. The leaders took a stand against US tariffs, reflecting their growing economic assertiveness. What sort of a stand against US tariffs? Positive or negative? Obviously, not happy. Then a strict stand. What is the other word for strict stand? Passive, indifferent, ambiguous. Stern. Ambiguous means vague, not clear. Word usage, choose the correct usage of the word resilience. Resilient means withstanding power, tough. Her resilience to walk slowly showed her determination, not correct. The country's economic resilience helped it withstand global shocks. Perfect. Her resilience, he resilience, grammatically wrong. Resilience is the act of being hesitant, not at all. Choose the correct usage of the word awkward. Awkward means what? Clumsy, embarrassing, uncomfortable. His awkward of mathematics, grammatically wrong. The minister gave an awkward yet inspiring speech. Seems right. He was awkwardly to the question? No. Her awkwardness made her more persuasive? No. So what is the answer here? B is the answer. These are the phrasal verbs I have brought. Drag on, die down, drop out, do away with, draw up. Important phrasal verbs. Drag on means to extend something. Answer is 5. To last longer than expected. Die down, initially intense, slowly intensity goes down. That means 1. To become less intense. Drop out, you all know a course, leave before completing. 2. Do away with, you stop using something, that means you have done away with that. Abolish or eliminate. 4. Draw up, important, you cannot guess also. To prepare or write something officially. 5, 1, 2, 4, 3. If you have got all the 5 correct, wonderful, you are very good at effective English. The last one goes with the words you got yesterday. Try to respond quickly. Resilience, withstanding nature, tough nature. Yes, Venkatesh, you got all correct. Very good. Cohesion, unity or solidarity. In crosshairs of someone means being scrutinized. Someone is trying to threaten, someone is trying to scrutinize. You are in his control in a way. Then in his crosshairs. Bombard, attack repeatedly. Spotlight, limelight. Double down, reinforce or strengthen. Rhetoric, persuasive speech or writing. Usually it goes with speech. To convince the masses or sway the masses. Stern means strict. Awkward, clumsy or embarrassing. Consensus, no division of opinion. Everyone agrees on the same thing. Then there is consensus. That's all for today. I hope you guys have got enriched. Have a nice day. I will see you guys tomorrow. We'll upload the PDF after the session. Join the Telegram group to access the PDF. Thank you.